Good evening. Hey, thank you for being Melanie. How are you doing? Good evening. Hey, who else is in the house? Wait a minute. Where'd you go? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm here. Come on back. Come on back. Hey, Miss Angela. Hi. How are you doing? Both Angelas in the house. Hey. Yes, you did. Hey, Mikey Flo. What's going on? Oh my gosh, I am so grateful for my friend Backyard Gardener because if it wasn't for her, number one, I did not send out a notification. Um, that was on my list of things to do, and I did not do that. And I usually try to do that like a few hours before. So I apologize. But she was like, Letitia, it's are you going live? I was like, yeah, I'm going live. But I was like, I never sent out that notification. I apologize, you all, but thank y'all for being here. Hey, GTS, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. I'm glad to see you. Hey there to my Miss Angela is saying, hey, Miss Angela. Hey, it's so good to see you all. We're gonna give some people some time to come in. I don't know how I only have two people in the house, three people in the house, and at least okay, there we go. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah. So man, it has been a day. Oh my gosh, it has been a day. I hope you all caught the video that I released earlier. Man, I've been looking at those little caterpillars all day long. Like I cannot believe how many are out there. Yes, thank you. Uh how did the swear? Oh my gosh. It was on Tuesday and it was absolutely amazing. The energy in the room, it was almost um I can't even describe it. It was so m- majestic almost. I don't Majestic doesn't even describe it, y'all. It this Okay, so a few things happened. Um so everybody knows that my husband is campaigning. It went really well. He was sworn in um on Tuesday. On that same day, it was just a win for the community all around, and specifically the Black community in my city. And there was a groundbreaking earlier that day. The west side of town is like the side that nobody wants to live, work, eat. Okay, there. Even though that is just not the case. I'm not even going to get into that, but there was a huge there's going to be a huge development there, and it's historic, really. I mean, it's amazing. Then my husband was sworn in. Then it's actually the first time that the public school system in this city has had three African American or three people of color, period, on the school board. So not only did he get sworn in, but he made history, and the school board made history, and the city has marked an historical moment. I mean, complete. I can't even hardly talk right now. I mean, it's just um completely moving. And so thank you all for your prayers. Thank you for everybody that has sent like those good vibes and thoughts and everything this way. I mean, I really do appreciate you all supporting in that way. Hey, Backyard Gardener, what's up? Thank you so much for hooking me up, because honey, I thought I had sent out that notification and I did not. So thank you so so much. But yeah, everything is going really well, and so thank you all so much for your support and just y'all rooting. I can feel it, all the way here. So thank you all. Yes, the caterpillars are absolutely amazing and beautiful. And like when I did, y'all see a video? I have to look even back. I don't know what I've done. I had made a video at least about the little critters. Because I first off, I thought they were ladybugs. larvae, and they turns out they're not. They're butterfly larvae. And so I've seen it pretty much in every single stage. And I even made a video on that. And I still, girl, you take in so much information and you just can't keep it straight sometimes. And I can just admit to that. Yeah, I forget most of the time what I'm doing and what I'm saying and how things are supposed to be. But anyway, so we have tons of butterfly caterpillars, a monarch butterfly caterpillar. Well, I don't know if they're monarch. They look like swallowtails, actually. The same ones that I had before in the garden, but there's tons of them. It's like 12 of them, I think I counted earlier. So I'm excited about that. And I really hope you all got to see it. Was the video distorted in any way? For some reason, my phone, because I video from my you know cell phone. And that's I've always done my videos from my cell phone. This is a different one, but the video kind of looked distorted when I was looking at it on my computer. It looked fine when I was looking at it on my phone. Anybody else have that experience? I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get myself together really, because it bothers me that I'm having so many problems with these videos now. Um, and was it parsley or fennel they had eaten up? Parsley. It was parsley. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they tore it up. That parsley had been there. That plant has been there since the spring. And it has done. There was a moment where it was like, I was like, oh, you going to die on me? Well, I expect you to because it's getting hot. But then it just, boop, sprung right back up. And now they ate it. They've eaten it down quite a bit. But yeah, they are loving the parsley. And I also heard that monarchs or butterflies loved to eat on carrot tops. And so I didn't have that problem. And I had my carrots in the ground out there for a long time. I only pulled them up when I wanted them. But yeah. Yeah, you think they're swallowtails as well. Me too. Thank you so much, Miss Angelus Garden Sense, for saying congratulations. Thank you. Um, yeah, but there's a bunch, and I can't wait. And there are butterflies everywhere. If y'all want butterflies in your garden, zinnias are absolutely. They love them. Absolutely, it's like crack to them. I mean, they love zinnias, and so I would say, and the bees do too. The bumblebees, the honeybees. But I have seen so many swallowtails and monarch butterflies on the zinnias. So I bought today. Oh, let me show you what I bought today. I was at the Big Lots, and they have a lot of their gardening stuff on 75% off. And so this box was $7 retail. Oh, what did I do with the receipt? Just so y'all know. Yeah, y'all trust me, right? So $7. Oh, it's on here. Look at there. It was marked down to $1.75. So I've never used this before. It's called the rollout flowers. And it's supposed to be the butterfly hummingbird garden mix. And it literally, it kind of smells, but yeah, I don't know. But it's a roll, and you just roll it out on top of soil, cover it up with some soil, water it in, and it has like a lot of seeds in there. Yeah, there's seeds in the roll. So I'm gonna try it out next spring. Um, and I wouldn't have spent $7 on this because I have seeds. But it was $1.75. So I was like, why not just go for it? And so like it literally just says, just roll, cover with a 1/4 inch of topsoil, water, and watch it grow. It says it's 10 feet long, over 4,000 seeds, germinates in only days, no tools needed. So it's stupid proof. And that's what I need. Definitely dummy proof. Okay. So I guess, why not try it? Why not try it? So I'm excited about that. Um, let's see what y'all are saying. The video was very clear. Okay. No, and they did. They ate it. They ate it back pretty much. They love milkweed too. Yes, I have some milkweed I bought from, and it's literally called butterfly milkweed that I bought from the migardener.com, and I was so scared to put it out. I don't know why. I can't really remember my anxiety about it. I think because milkweed, there's some that spread and some that don't. But everybody that I know that has this milkweed has pretty much put it in containers. And I was like, man, I just want like my fence line to be full of that milkweed so these butterflies can come on in, right? And so next year, I think I'm just gonna go for it. And if it spreads, it spreads. Good Lord. I mean, seeds fall from trees and stuff all the time and spread around, and we have to dig them up. And I'm not. I guess I didn't want to be responsible for having milkweed all over the neighborhood. But this variety is supposed to not be that type that spreads. So I'm gonna try that next year. I'm just gonna go for it. And I mean, why not? If anything else, I'm gonna attract pollinators. We're trying to help keep them here, right? We need them to grow our food. So that's what I'm gonna do. Milkweed is good for monarchs. Yes, they love it. And matter of fact, I think that's the only uh thing that they eat is milkweed. That's what I heard. And at several different places and doing my research. I could be wrong, but that's what I was told at the butterfly farm here in the city that I live in. They said that pretty much butterflies, the monarch butterflies, pretty much only lay their eggs on milkweed and they only eat milkweed. So it would help. It would help keep the pollinators around, definitely. Um, Let's see. Okay, I saw a gorgeous yellow swallowtail butterfly on my zinnias. It was huge. Yes, there is a beautiful yellow swallowtail outside. That's great, and we've had black ones too. So a lot of black and yellow swallowtails, and then I saw one. I think it was a monarch. What's the other butterfly that looks like a monarch? I can't remember. Maybe it was a monarch, but I did see. One that looked like a monarch, and I was excited. Karina was too. Our little big girl farmer. Um, one of my rabbits just had babies. Oh, that's cool, Mikey Flo. Congratulations. Hey, Zoe. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Sasette. Welcome. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey. Yeah, that is so cool. How many babies does she have? How many babies, Mikey Flo? Mikey Flo, you still in the house? Tell me how many babies she had. I saw a video on Facebook today. Oh, she's had three so far. Cool. Oh, that's so sweet. I saw a video on Facebook in a group that I'm in on Facebook, a gardening group, and this lady went out to her garden and saw that the hay or the straw was moving around, and she was like, "What in the world?" And she had planted, laid. She used hay as mulch, or straw or something as mulch, and it kept moving, and then she heard this noise. She was like, what is going on? So she went over and moved it back, and there were little baby rabbits underneath, and there was some fur. You can tell. I hope the mommy or whatever didn't get eaten, but like you I don't know, it was weird. But yes, she moved it back a little bit, and there were little rabbits, little baby rabbits. It was so cute. Hey, butterflies. Hey, butterflies home and garden. What's up? I'm so glad you're here. I am so. Oh, you saw the video, Angela, Angel's Garden Sense. Yes, I am so excited that you're here, butterflies. Welcome. She says she grew bunnies from seed. Yes, yes, that was the one. Yes, yes, she did say that, Miss Angela. You're right. Oh my goodness. So we're part of that same group. I never post much in there. I usually comment on stuff or like, but I never post much in there. Do you post anything in that group? Um, Oh, great, Mikey. I'm so glad it's going great. Yes, you did make my live. Welcome. Thank you for meeting me here. um, no, you don't post much either. Okay, okay. Well, so far we just kind of just been talking about some stuff I got on sale. I found this big old box of, I mean, it's pretty serious, right? Of it's a rollout. You just roll out the flowers and put soil on top and water, and apparently you're gonna have these big, beautiful wildflowers for the hummingbirds and the butterflies. And oh, I tried to make my own hummingbird feeder feed this year, and it didn't work out so well. I don't think I put enough sugar in the water. Anybody have a recipe for the hummingbird? And I know you can buy stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure it's just sugar water. Like it is sugar water. I just don't know if I put the apparently because it's still pretty full out there. I don't know. I feel like I hadn't had much hummingbirds. There's a lot of hummingbirds at my neighbors over the fence, but I don't ever see them come over here and get and drink the water. So I was kind of bummed out by that. Um, let's see. What else did they have on sale at Big Lots? Nothing that I wanted. Well, it was like Coco Core for hanging baskets. They had a few hanging baskets. I didn't want any more of those. And like swim stuff. At the one I went to, they didn't have a whole lot, but they were putting out all their fall decorations. And I absolutely fall is my favorite season of the year. Is my favorite season. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Fall is my favorite season. And I wanted to buy every last thing they had on them shelves. I wanted. I said, baby, I'm about to decorate this whole outside with fall stuff. You just better be ready. He said, oh Lord. So I was like, I'm about to get some mums. I've only bought mums one time, but I'm about to get them. I'm about to have some mums. I'm about to have my little scarecrows and all that. I love the fall. I just love it. I don't like Halloween too much. I don't like Halloween too much, but I love the fall weather. I love all the warm colors, how the leaves change, all that. Like it just makes me feel like, that feeling you get. Um, let's see what y'all saying. Okay, Butterflies Home and Garden says the rollout flowers do work. They go really wild. They're beautiful though. Okay, cool. So by wild, you mean if I don't like control them, they'll be everywhere? Which is kind of what I want. I don't care. I don't care. I think it should be mandatory. Like I don't live in a housing what's it called when you live like a house authority no, what's it called? Um when you live in like a subdivision, what is it called? The rules that oh god, I don't have those. But I think everybody should have at least one garden bed full of wildflowers in their garden for the pollinators. We should make that a law. Is it Arkansas? I think I read somewhere they're actually paying people to do that. Mhm. Yeah. They're paying people to put gardens in their yards for the bees. I think it's a good idea. Yep. Um, you like the fall too, Suzette? Yes, I love the fall. Hey, Four Horns, welcome. Welcome. Oh, you're already in the bed. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate that. Girl, I know I was almost in the bed too. Almost in the bed too. Because after this, I'm about to go straight to bed. It's been, I mean, and it's not over, but we having so much fun with everything. But yeah, we were out. Whoa, out. But it's good to see you, Four Horns. Bear fruit. I looked on a lot of clearance deals at the local Family Dollar store. Cool. What you get? What you get, Zoe? Yeah, I haven't hit up the clearance sections lately. I haven't even been to the store really, but to buy toilet paper and paper towel, and I was out. I haven't had time to look at anything. The weather So, Seth, are you saying that you really enjoy the fall weather? Um, Homeowners Association. Yes, thank you so much. Yep, Zoe, you're right. Yeah, so I don't have any of that, but I just feel like we should go on and make that law. Okay, we killing daggone bees and butterflies and all that other stuff. We need to make it a law. Everybody need to have at least one 2x2 garden bed. It don't have to be big, but go on and buy you a few plants and put some flowers out there. Buy some seeds. It's cheaper to buy seeds. Go on, buy you some and throw them on out there. Yeah, I think we should have to do that. Oh, Angel's Garden Scent says, I don't like fall, but gardening helps me get through it. Really? Why do you not like the fall? I hope that winter sowing will push me through the really cold months. Oh, because it's getting cold. Okay. Yeah. My husband always says, ooh, football weather. He's really excited about football weather. But I just appreciate the cooling off. I really do. Gotta do some homework. Okay, Mikey Flo, thank you for stopping by. Um, and yeah, I really like that. We see Zoe said we call it that too for the birds. Homeowner association. Okay, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you just hate being cold. I understand that, but you can always get warm when you're cold. I hate being hot because it feels like I can never get cooled off when I'm hot. I don't know. Fall only reminds me that colder weather is coming, and I brace myself for the pain of cold. And some people really do have a reaction to cold weather. Yes, it's very painful for some people. Yep, yep. Yes. So I also wanted to show y'all something real quick. Um, you know how I've been posting all these tomato videos, and I have been getting all kinds of feedback on what type of tomatoes I get, because some people are really convinced that I'm not growing Aunt German green tomatoes, and some are telling me that I must have two varieties of Aunt German green tomato. And all I know is I got this pack of seed from migardener.com. I don't know what's in it. uh, the label says it's Aunt German green. And when I Googled Aunt German green, there were several different types, or it looked different. So I'm going to share with you one more time what I got that's ripened, that's pretty much ripened. And I'm probably going to give them maybe, this one feels pretty good, but I'll probably give them about 2 more days, 3 more days. Um, Zoe says, Barefoot, I'm going to upload a video soon. We just got our greenhouse in the mail. Cool. Yes, I will watch that. Yes, ma'am. I sure will. Fall is your favorite season too, Backyard Gardener? Yes, I really love the fall. I just do. It's all the colors. It's how uh the nature, the environment just changes. Everything changes. And but the falling of the leaves, the changing of the colors of the leaves, and it's like literally this cycle. Like if Mother Earth, or whatever you want to call it, the universe, whatever, uh changes and goes through these seasons, what makes you think that we won't do that too? And I guess it's a reminder to me, like that, there's a season for everything. There is a time for everything, for everything. And so when I see the transition, we went from this beautiful spring, everything's sprouting up and blooming, into the summer. It's hot, but I mean, everything is out, all the bugs, all the insects, everybody's eating, everybody's making babies and having babies, and the rabbits are being born and all this stuff. And then we're slowly transitioning into a time of rest and dormancy, and where the trees are going to shed their leaves and go dormant, and everybody else is trying to get food together so they can survive the winter outside, and the bugs are going to die off and come back and burrow. It's like, and then here they come again. It just starts all over again. Life, to I mean, it's quite a cycle to witness. And it just, I don't know. Y'all know I'll be thinking, I'll be deep sometimes and just in my head about stuff. But it really is. It's an amazing thing to watch, to me, how nature does that. Um, Good night, Mikey Flow. Yeah, you were saying good night to Mikey Flow. I grew one that has half yellow and half green. Yes, and I'm going to show you those tomatoes in just a second. I love all of my seasons. It's cool here in Georgia in the morning now, about 60 degrees, but warms up to about 86 to 90. That's how it's been. Now, we haven't hit the 90s in the past couple of days, but it's been in the mid 80s, and that's how it starts out. It's starting out in about 70 degrees, close to like 66, 70 this morning, and it got hot. It got hot. It got hot. And then but it's cool now. It's cool now. It's the and the fall weather, it's that humidity too that just drops off. If it's hot, cool, it's hot. But it's the hot and then the humidity that just drives me up the wall. Like I feel like I cannot function because I can't breathe. Diva, hey, what's up? She said, hey everybody. Good to see you. Um, if if it just if it just did not get so darn cold, nothing great about being cold. Yes, Miss Angela. She said she just can't handle it. She just cannot handle the cold weather. So what I'm gonna do is when I start crocheting, I'll make you an ear warmer. I'll make you a scarf and a blanket, whatever you need, okay? And so we'll make sure that you stay good, toasty, and warm. We'll just have to do that, Miss Angela. Yeah. Hey, Diva. Okay, so let me show y'all these tomatoes real quick. So here's one. Here's the other. Maybe I picked this one too early, but I didn't want the bugs to get to it. So somebody said, Letitia, on the videos that I've already shown you all, that I have cut. I cut them open. And the one that was sour just wasn't ripe yet. Okay. Midwest Gardener told me that. He said you have an Aunt German green there, but it's not right. That's why it was sour to you. So this one, both of them need a little bit more time. This one I think is almost done though. But you can see the yellow tinge, right? And Midwest Gardener says when they have the green at the top and they start to, you see the stripes, how they're going down, and then they turn yellow, then you have an Aunt German green that's ripe and it's ready to be eaten. And this one is pretty ripe. Yeah, it's pretty ripe. It's given as I'm squeezing. And then I had somebody say, well, look at it because you'll see like a pink tinge. And I do see the pink tinge, not so much on this one. And then somebody else said, Letitia, you have an Aunt German green, even though it's yellow, but it's called a starburst Aunt German green. So apparently, I don't see the star yet on this one. I don't know, but apparently, Miss Angela, what you said, wait for the starburst. Okay. Um, and do you see a starburst on here, Miss Angela? I think you were the one that told me that. Yeah. So I don't see it yet. Maybe if I leave it a couple more days, I'll see it. It's on the button. What's the button? This right here. Look, I don't even know the I don't know what a button is. Almost on the one in your right hand, not yet in the one in your left hand. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. So where am I looking, here or the bottom? The button. She said, look at the button. This is my right hand, the very bottom. This one, the one with the yellow or the one with the green? Which one are you telling me to look at? The one that's more yellow or the one that's more green? Neither one has the clear starburst. Angela's the tomato expert. She's growing tomatoes for everyone next year. I want 12, 12 ounces or more. So wait a few more days and I'll see the starburst. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I can wait. It's cool. But I'm apparently those are Aunt German greens too, and they are doing great. So I'm growing them again next year, and I'm just gonna do. I'm try to like really make a conscious effort about making sure my labels stick around and labeling those really good because, yeah, um, I just didn't, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Oh, Butterflies Home and Garden is leaving. Got an early morning. I just stop in and say hi, good night, everyone, and have a blessed, safe holiday. Thank you so much. Yeah, Labor Day is coming up. I was like, what holiday? Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. You're gonna try to grow one next year. Yeah, you should. The Aunt German greens. Um, yeah, definitely do that. Definitely. Let's see. Zoe says, I can feel all of my cool weather crops energy begging me to plant them. I just replanted my purple potted beans, asparagus yard longs, Alaska peas, and lima beans. The heat took them out early. Wow. Okay. So you got to start over, huh? Cool. Yeah, I just planted some Marvel peas and sugar snap peas today. I got four containers filled up, but that's not all. I want my whole I want more of the peas, the sugar snap peas especially. And then I'm gonna also somebody told me to go on and plant the seeds pretty go on and plant the seeds pretty close. And I said, well, I'm gonna wait about a week or two and then replant again so I can do succession planting. And I may do that. I may just fill in, where I don't see any coming up, just go on and plant some more, and that'll be that. I really want to grow a lot of sugar snap peas. Y'all know how I feel about those, and a lot of collard greens this fall. If I had to narrow it down to two or three plants, that's what I want: sugar snap peas and collards. Um, I want other lettuces, like I'm gonna do the pak choi again and stuff like that. But if I had to narrow it down, that's what I want my whole garden to be: collards and peas. And so I have like a ton of okra still. Okra and asparagus beans have been and tomatoes. I have been my best crops this year. The peppers, I got about two sandwich bags full of or sweet peppers. It's supposed to be sweet peppers. And then I've got about two or three asparagus bags. And then I probably have like five okra bags, five or six of those. I got all this okra. Um, and so yeah. Has anyone ever done radishes? Yes, I grew radishes in the spring. I grew the French breakfast radish and the Easter egg radishes. French breakfasts are pretty simple. I mean, they really are, and they can get big. A lot of people harvest them when they're small, I guess because they're sweeter, but when they can get pretty big and they're really easy to grow and it's really fun to pull them out of the ground. Little big girl farmer loved harvesting those. She did. I just told her to wiggle, wiggle, pull, and she she says it every time she goes to harvest radishes and carrots. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. She loves that. So yeah, radishes are pretty dope. The Easter egg radishes were just different colors. Like there was white, pink, purple, red, and so those were fun to harvest as well. Um, Miss Angela's garden says, "What you say?" I know Miss Angela's busy bee. Uh, is saying, "What are you growing? You're growing lettuces, carrots, collards, cabbage, broccoli, peas. Yeah, you sound like me. Like I want to grow all of that. I do. I do. I'm just hoping I can get it all in the ground because just between I have not been able to actually work in my garden for like a week. I've done a video here and there, like I've done that, but I haven't really felt like I've been able to work, get my hands in the dirt for a while. And because I need to clear out all kinds of stuff, I just need to clear it on out. I'm about to take them peppers out of there. I'm probably not going to replant food in that planter. I haven't made up my mind yet. I might do some lettuce in there. I don't know yet. Maybe some butter crunch, some heads. Just do it like three, maybe three heads in there. Haven't decided. But yeah, I just want to clear out stuff. Like I'm ready to start cleaning it up, getting stuff out. I don't want to take the tomato plants out because I feel like they can last at least another month. They still look pretty decent, but everything's kind of slowing down. So I'm like, oh, they're nice and green and pretty, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have. I just think it's time to clear it out so I can get my fall stuff in. Um, you're gonna try carrots again as well. Yeah, I had to try carrots a few times before I got it, and this year I did fairly well. The key was not planting the seeds too deep because they're so little. So I just literally dusted, and if I once I put the seeds down, I don't even know. I probably put just a teensy bit of soil over it and then just packed it into the soil to make sure the seeds touch the soil and were in there real good. I pre-moistened the soil and it did fine. Like I ended up growing carrots and I was so proud of that. I grew the black nebula carrot in the spring and I'm not going to do it again this fall, but that was pretty fun. Your tongue turns purple. It's like a purple carrot when you eat it, and it's apparently, and when you cook with it, it turns everything else purple. So you got to kind of watch out. But apparently, the black nebula carrot originated from Africa, so I was really excited to grow that. Um, Diva says, I love the seed pods on radishes. I think I like them more than the radish. Hmm. Yeah, radishes can be baked. I really liked. Well, I had a lot of them raw. Most of mine I had raw, but Joe, my husband, sautéed them, and it's a completely different flavor. If you don't like that hard, potent, peppery, taste, try to saute them, and it just cuts it back. It's more sweet. I feel like, or something. It's just different. It tastes roasted. Like even if you saute, I don't know. It's smoky taste instead of peppery, spicy. It's more of a smokiness, and it was really really good. Yeah, you like them in the oven roasted? Yeah. Everybody trying to take care of Miss Angela's garden since. Uh, I might try that with the radishes stir fry with other, but yeah, like it was really tasty. It was very surprising. Very, very, very surprising. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to check in and make sure everybody was okay and to show you some few things from the garden. I'm really proud of my tomatoes this year. The Roma tomatoes just rocked it out. They're still trying to put out and rock out there, but I think they produce the most tomatoes. The Romas, I will grow them again next year. And I'm gonna give pretty much everything I grew this year. I'm gonna give another shot. Everything I grew, but y'all know I love that black cherry tomato, so I'm definitely gonna rock that out next year. I'm gonna have a lot of black cherry tomatoes. Y'all gonna be like, Letitia, if you talk about the black cherry tomato one more time, like we're just gonna have to come punch you in the face because that's how much I'm gonna talk. I'm always gonna tell you to grow the black cherry tomato plant. Because yeah, they were delicious. They were so juicy. Every last one of them was like that. Every last one. I really need to save some seeds. I need to quit playing and save some seeds because I've eaten every last one of them, and I have not saved one seed from the black cherry tomato. Not one. Um, it was either the persimmon tomato or the one I liked 2 to 3 weeks ago. I can't remember what I shot, but the either the persimmon or the Kellogg's breakfast. It was a yellow tomato. It was delicious. Um, the Aunt German green is more acidic than those. But I still like the Aunt German green. I really do. I am going to try. Yeah, try them. Try them. I think anything is worth a try. Um, I will not grow ever again. I don't want to say ever. Onions. I don't bunching onions, yes, that's fine. They're easy. But bulbed onions, I just haven't figured that out. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out. That was probably my worst crop this year. Was the bulb onions, red burgundy onion, and I had yellow sweet onions as well. Yeah, I wasn't very happy. Bulb onions give you the blues too. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is a complete fail, like complete fail. And I don't know what I did wrong. I followed the instructions. Um, I don't know. It just was not good. Not a good experience for me this year. Um, are you writing this down, Angela? This is our request list. Yeah, you had a hard time with onions too, Miss Angela's Garden Sense. I think the problem was the long day, short day thing. Well, yes, and so I found that out after the fact. The long day, short day, the long day onions and short day onions. And that's all I remember. I don't really remember which is which or what was what. I don't know. But yes, and then I want to take another shot at garlic this fall. So October, I'm going to be planting garlic. Who's going to plant garlic with me in October? I want to know who's going to plant garlic with me in October so we can plant together. Not like literally at the same time because we all might be in different time zones. But I would love, love, love for y'all to make y'all videos if you plan to plant garlic again. Yes. Yep, I saw that you already planted yours, Diva. Yep. I planted my first batch in July of last year and it did not work out. And it was way too, I guess it was way too hot. And it started off great. It went through the winter time. They were all nice and perky. And then ants it was a whole heap of ants. I mean, so many ants. And I guess as spring came around, it was just too wet and they rotted. I don't know what happened, but there were tons of ants. And then I pulled up one. I think I pulled up one, and I had a small bulb, like it literally the clove formed into a circular bulb, and I was excited, but it was so small. Somebody told me to replant it. I didn't replant it, but because I had like four other ones or three other ones or something, I was gonna, but then they just died back. I don't know what happened. And it wasn't there. I know they're supposed to die back a little, but like these completely, I tried to dig it up and there was nothing there. So, ants were eating the garlic toward, yeah, something. I don't know. I don't know what those ants were doing. They did. It literally was like the garlic disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No success 2 years ago. Um, Planted them in November on a warmish day, but no success. A handful pushed up and never larger than a marble. Yeah, that's what mine were, a little bit bigger than a marble, but not that much bigger. Yeah. And then they just disappeared. The rest of them disappeared in the soil. So I don't know what happened. Um, I do want to get better at growing garlic. Yep. And I was really bummed out about those onions. Like really bummed out. I don't know. I don't know what happened. A tip: garlic are heavy feeders to make sure the soil is rich. That's where I messed up the first year. Okay. So you're gonna plant some in October, Miss Angela? Miss Angela's garden sense. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna take another shot and does garlic need a lot of moisture though? Because I'm assuming because it's a root vegetable that too much moisture would rot the clove. It does need a lot of moisture. No, in the wintertime I didn't water at all. I mean, because it snowed eventually and stuff. I did for a couple of weeks in the fall in October. But once November, December-ish came around, I didn't have to water anymore. Hey, Green Organic Love. Good to see ya. Yeah, you made it. We're talking about garlic, planting garlic. I was wondering if anybody wanted to plant with me in the fall. Uh yeah, so I don't know. And I'm trying to what plant could I plant that needs to be watered but doesn't really like water that much and prefers to like almost the soil be dry and until not fruit trees. I'm talking about food, or like lettuces or anything like that. What plant could I plant? Because this that cedar planter that I had out there, I mulched and it still didn't help. Like I feel like the peppers. I was almost certain that 4 plants in that planter would have been fine because it's deep, but I might not do that again. Number one. Number two, I mulched and it still didn't seem to help keep moisture in there. It just seemed to dry out so fast. I couldn't really keep up with it. And even though oh my God, Ession's Family Garden, hey, welcome. That's a treat. Sorry, I was like, I meant that reaction because I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. This is a treat. The Sapper Gardener is in the house. Oh my goodness. Um, let's see. Using worm castings and compost mainly, I also mulched them well to retain water, well drained soil so they didn't rot. Okay. I feel like I have all that. I just don't know I don't know. I'd be discouraged about. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I know I could have added the containers anyway. Any container that you use, the nutrients, you have to replenish that at least once a month. Like I feel like you do because it's just not like the soil. The soil has minerals and stuff in it that container potting mixes do not have. And but then I mean, so it's adding nutrients to the soil, and we're talking about containers. If you're planting in containers, um, and so I feel like you have to add nutrients once a month. Now, what I did do is I started off really consistent, like I would say every week or every 9 days or so, I was using fish emulsion and I could tell a complete difference in my plants. I stopped doing that about a month and a half, maybe even 2 months ago. I just got extra busy and that extra step was not what was up. I just didn't have time. And I can tell a difference. But the plants in the ground look great. It's the ones in the pots that I'm worried about that I feel like suffered a little bit. But air that fish emulsion, it is stinky as jacks. I mean the stinkiest, honey. It make you want to cuss because it stinks so bad, and then it makes you want to throw up, like ugh, like you just gagging because it stank. But these plants, the plants absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And so I have a lot of it. I have a lot of it in the shed, and I will continue to use it. Comfrey tea. I do not have comfrey. I'm not growing comfrey in my yard anywhere. But I heard that it stank too. Yep. Yes, fish emotion is just whoo. I mean the funk, honey. When the funk hit the fan is right. That's why they wrote that song. Thinking about they were thinking about fish emotion when they wrote that song. Because it's stinky. Does fish emotion attract critters like rats and mice? I don't know. I have never seen rats and mice in my garden before. But I mean, flies, heck yeah, there's flies everywhere. Oh my god. It stinks. It's basically rotten. I mean, fish flesh, bones, guts, and stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. Uh huh. Yep. Used to throw dead fish in the garden. Yes, there are videos all over YouTube about people planting whole fish in the soil, and that's all they use to fertilize their soil or their plants. Yep. I remember my grandparents owned a pay lake. They still own it. Um, but when the fish would die, and my grandfather would go around scooping them out, and that's what he would do, bury them in the soil because I mean it fed the soil. The plants. Um, lead lead um lead farmer 73 does the same thing. He plants stanky old whatever roadkill, whatever he got going. He plants them next to his trees too, and that's how he feed his trees. Organic matter. Yep. Vietnamese use the heads. Yep. Fish heads, fish guts. Yep. I see it all the time. And I'm pretty sure it does attract because and it again it depends on I don't live next to a body of water, immediately next to a body of water. I don't live in the country. So I live smack dead in the city, very residential. We have a nasty, ugly possum. That's the only I've never seen a raccoon where I live now. I have before it where we live when we lived in an apartment. You see raccoons all the time. But squirrels, that nasty possum, and rabbits are pretty much the biggest pests that we see here where I live. So it depends on where you live. If you have an open space or you have a wooded, you're next to the woods, yeah, you might attract some other critters. Um, Who said they want some comfrey? Zoe said it. I'm not opposed to comfrey. I wouldn't mind any either because I hear that there's medicinal uses for it. I probably wouldn't use it for medicinal purposes, but yeah, but it's just a natural fertilizer. I wouldn't mind having comfrey either. There was a lady. Oh God, what's her name? Oh, B. Granny B. Granny B, I don't know if y'all know who she is, but Granny B was sending out comfrey cuttings one time. And she matter of fact, I may reach out to her. But I've been up in the air about comfrey because comfrey spreads pretty good too. But I don't want to put it in a pot. I don't want to put a whole lot of stuff in pots. But I may have to do that. I may have to do that. I don't know. I'm up in there about comfort, but I do want to try it though. I do want to try, and it. I mean, it may die back in the winter, but it comes right back in the spring. Everybody says that it grows like a weed. It really is. I think it may even be a weed. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. Everybody, Cheryl's Organic Food Forest. She has tons of comfrey, honey, and she makes her own comfrey tea as well. She's a big advocate of that. Um, an aggressive plant, it will spread like a weed, like a weed. But it's not. I mean, but you can always cut. You cut it back, it's gonna bush out. like any other plant, pretty much. Yeah, it just is what it is. It's just, but you'll have comfrey all over the place if you don't contain it. Kind of like mint. Yep, kind of like mint. Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead said keep it in a container. Yep. Oh, email me and well, thank you, Essian. Uh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me look up your email. I will do that. Actually, I need to write that down before I forget. I need to write it down. Have I ever yawned on the live before? Oh my gosh! I see. Comfrey. I'll do that tomorrow. Sapper. Thank you so much. Um, Diva says not nearly like mint. It's mint is horrible. It spreads more by the roots. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's just what I've heard. I've never grown comfrey, so I'm not for sure, but that's what I hear. It will spread though. You may have it everywhere in your garden. I mean, but that's what any plant. If your plant goes to seed, if your plants go to seed and you don't harvest the seeds, you can expect to have volunteers the next year. I mean, that's just the way it is. The wind blows, and excuse me, I'm gonna have tomatoes all on this side of my my yard. Y'all don't I don't take y'all over there half the time. But that's a nice piece of flat land too. I've been like just going back and forth for whether or not I want to put a little garden bed on this side. But you know what, too, y'all, I also learned that if I can't reach something, or if I don't frequently visit a certain spot in the yard or the garden, then that plant is going to die. Yep. If I can't reach, like if I place my pots a certain way and I can't reach it, I don't feel comfortable going over there, or I just completely avoid that section of the yard or whatever, then those plants are going to die. Yep. That's what I found out about myself. Maybe that's a tip for beginners. I don't know. But I had a pumpkin that was growing, but it was tucked back in the corner, and the sweet potato area, but I never got back there to water as much as I did with the other plants. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was right there. I mean, I'm looking at it. I just didn't feel like making the trip and climbing over stuff and to get to it. So it died. And I never had the sense enough to move it. So I'm just saying, if you can't reach it, and sometimes it isn't like that when you first plant it. Sometimes it's fine, but then when stuff starts to grow up, it just gets harder for you to get to it and access it because just things are growing out. And so if you don't, yeah, if you can't access it, you're probably not gonna grow it. It'll probably die. So I just wanted to point that out. I don't grow over there because my gas, is it the gas gauge or whatever it is, stuff, there's utility stuff over here on the side of the house. And so, the city employees that check that stuff out help themselves and they walk over stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. So I don't want to be in their way if they have to get to it, but I also, it's on this other side of the house over the fence area, and I don't ever go over there. But it's a beautiful piece of land, and it's right next to the street because I'm on a corner lot. And so like there's a sidewalk there. I'm like, do I really want my uh, you know, do I really want this over here? I can't see it. I would have to make a special trip around the house. I'm just thinking I'm a little lazy in that way. Um, when I can just go out straight out my back door. I don't know, but I'm considering it because it's nice, and the sun. I haven't really. I've done sun diaries on that side, but I really haven't really focused on that side because I don't grow on that side. The only thing that I put over there were those wildflower seeds, and none of those came up. that I can see. It looks like it's all weeds over there. But I am gonna try to plant some more flowers over there in the spring because I just want flowers everywhere. I want as many wildflowers as I possibly can, zinnias, to attract those pollinators. I really, really want them everywhere. So yes, the meters and stuff are over. Yeah, yeah. Uh, okay. Good night. Green Organic Love. Good night. Yeah, I'm about to get off here too, y'all. I really do appreciate everybody coming in and saying what's up and checking us out. Yep. So the tomatoes are looking great. I really had a lot of success with tomatoes, better than I did last year. And these are the Aunt German green tomatoes that have a green flesh inside. If you didn't know that, and the gel is green as well when they're fully ripened. So a green tomato that stays green the whole time. I learned that I may have starburst seeds mixed. It's a still a variety of German green, but um, the inside may be yellow and green. So yeah, it's just been a full time like learning experience, and I'm having a ball with gardening, y'all. I really am. But I'm focused on this fall, so I want to see all y'all fall gardening videos. I can't wait. Show us what you're sowing, what your plans are for your garden. Do you want a big fall garden? Do you want a little one? What do you plan to? I'm not gonna, everything that you grew in the spring, you could pretty much grow in the fall. Um, you know, maybe we'll have a conversation about frost sensitive versus frost tolerant greens. And because most greens can survive a hard frost with some protection, maybe a little bit protection, sometimes not. Bubble Beat, I don't know if y'all know who he is, but Bubble Beat does videos every winter. He grows greens on his deck. Beautiful, beautiful. But he did an experiment one time where he left some uncovered, and some he put like a cold frame over. They both froze, and I'm pretty sure both of them came back, but the one that was covered did a little bit better. And I can't remember exactly. It was a year ago when I watched the video, but he does a lot of great videos, and he has a lot of wildlife. Uh, Coming and trying to get in his. I mean, he literally had deer jumping over his fence to get in his garden to eat his stuff. It was something else to watch. And a groundhog, I think it was a groundhog, squares through a I mean, when you buy fencing and the holes are like the triangle holes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not triangle, Lord Jesus. I'm tired, y'all. Squares. The whole groundhog squares through this little square in the it was something else to see. I have never in my life seen anything like that. But this groundhog was gonna get in, honey, and but he has like film of all of that. It was something else. So he was trying to figure out ways to kind of help keep them out of his garden. And so Bubble Beats, yeah. Hey UT, welcome. It's good to see you. Lots of testing and pushing coming up. Our season is here. Finally, UT says. So everybody go check out UT. Yeah, the pepper pusher. He and tomatoes. They've been testing out some tomatoes, eating some good juicy ones too here lately. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Good night. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Y'all always, I mean, y'all are loyal. Y'all always here. Y'all always supportive. So I really, really appreciate you all. Thank you for all your prayers and all your good vibes and thoughts and all that. Keep them coming, okay? Because we're not done. We are not done. But yeah, and listen, just because I go live on Thursday, I may pop in on Mondays as well. But just because I'm going live, if you want to go live. Don't stop your game. Don't stop your game because I'm, and I appreciate the courtesy. But y'all do what y'all got to do, okay, to promote your channel, promote other people. Teach people how to garden. Do what you need to do to make that happen, okay? But thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate y'all. I got 11 people in the house tonight. Thank you so much. 12 thumbs up. So I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll holler at you later. Peace.